community. When I first visited here, around 85, I guess, and went away, because again, we also were not spoken to, I don't believe. We didn't know anybody, but we came. And then when we had spent some time at Congress Church, but our friends, our personal friends, were actually in this congregation. And Jumanji convinced me I should come back because the music was great. We came back also for the youth group, but we had friends here who invited us back. I still don't recognize everybody, and part of it is because going back again to the two services. Yeah, I don't know who's new and who isn't.
But I wonder if we might feel a little more enthusiasm and more hope if we only had one church service for a while, because the numbers would be greater. I think I go to the 11 o'clock service, so I'm not sure how the 9:30 service is, but I think coming into the 11 o'clock service and see people straggle throughout the pews doesn't help your sense of hope and enthusiasm.
My father used to be director of evangelism for one of the Lutheran church bodies in the U.S. And I remember they did a lot of research on churches with multiple congregations, and virtually every time the congregation went down to one service, the overall attendance did go down. So I mean, while it seems like you're splitting up your attendance, you're going to have a drop off once you go to one service, statistically.
I think I find one thing that's troubling, you alluded to it, dealing with new members. I'm looking at strength number 8 here. Charts indicate 20-year decline. Our funding or giving going down. Susan just said I think we had 35 or 40 people coming in our door last year. But on the survey, we rank with respect to welcoming new worshipers in the 0th percentile. 100% of congregations rank above us. Apparently, we've identified the problems. We just don't have the solution. Judging people away, or would say the church. And go ahead and keep going.
How many are active members? Do you have any?
Yes, we do have information on that. Ralph, do you want to respond to that?
It's about 50%.
Ralph's the unofficial activity counter. So, activity, what constitutes an active member? Could follow-up question. Could somebody be active only by attending, or are there other ways that people can be active? Comment? The question was, of our 510 members, what percent are considered active? And we don't have any real official way of tracking that information, but Ralph has done a remarkable job of, because he knows everybody and has a sense of who's participating in what. Is that right? Is that a fair representation? Okay. You don't know Ralph. Ralph, stand up. So count one more active.
The question is, the categories that are listed where we fall below, which are quite a few, do we know whether those churches that are in that category are doing the rest?
We do have some information information in general terms from the authors of the survey about what congregations that rank high are doing to satisfy their congregation in those different areas. So the answer is yes. Would those same things, activities, work for us? That needs to be evaluated by the people, the councils who are going to be doing the action plans. Other questions, comments? Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we've heard kind of some things that aren't easy to hear. And when I first talked with Session, about halfway through the session said, what are those people in the strategic plan, and what are they doing? And so we gave our update at that point in time, kind of mid-course through. And I think you have to believe two things about our congregation. One thing is that it's a wonderful place, frankly. There are a lot of great things here. We just saw some statistics and trends. You got to believe it. Certainly, I believe it's a wonderful place. At the same time, we hope from what you just heard that there are certain challenges it faces, and there are things that we need to improve upon, because all the data and the trends certainly show that. So what I'd like to do now is just kind of walk through what's here. Some of you have read it pretty closely, and I'm wondering sometimes how do these people come up with this stuff. And so we're not going to go through every page, but I just want to tell you, for those, just tell you what's here. So if you turn, Ron covered Exhibit A, and just turn to Exhibit B. So now you'll basically track the process that the committee went through, the journey as I talked about here. So the committee was asked a vision question, and the vision question went something like this. I don't know that we have it down here specifically, but it was asked the committee members to say it's now 2015. Wallingford Presbyterian Church is a vibrant, lively place, and what does it look like and how did it get there? So what you see on the visioning exercise in Exhibit B is all the individual answers that members gave. So this was one of several exercises that, where all sorts of ideas were put up on the wall. And what happened was that, so you'll see these organized by categories. So like on page 1 of Exhibit B, there is financially committed. So all these were organized into themes. Ladies and gentlemen, there was no debate about these. This was just part of our process to get things up on the wall and sort through and start to identify themes. It was a process for us. You'll see on these pages here, visioning exercise Mary, visioning exercise Harold, visioning exercise Ron. All those names there mean is that we were the designated typees, so we typed it up. But other than that, everything that's there was was really a product of the entire committee.